boys and girls and grown-ups. This is Miss Emily from Kindergarten Club. Today we are going for a neighborhood walk. So you can hear my voice. You can't see me, but you can see what I see when I'm going for a walk today. And grown-ups, we're going for a walk because simple things like going for a walk around your block, or going for a nature walk in the metro parks, or taking a walk to the bus stop, or walking around at the zoo are all really awesome learning opportunities as long as you know what you're looking for. Think about the skills that you want your child to learn, and you can find it everywhere, which also makes it meaningful for them in their daily life. When they see how it relates to real life, it means something. So we're going to focus on two things today during our neighborhood walk. One was the skill of the month, which was patterns, and the other is going to be to use million-dollar words or to practice vocabulary. So wait a minute. It does not take long, boys and girls, to find a pattern. I think I found an A-B pattern. Bush, wood chips. Bush, wood chips, bush, wood chips. What comes next, boys and girls? A, B, A, B, A, B. If you guessed bush, you were right. We found our first pattern. Patterns are everywhere and learning is everywhere. Boys and girls, this is called a sewer grate. Lots of water goes underneath this, and guess what? I think we found another pattern. I was just walking by it and I saw it. And it goes steal, space, steal, space. See my token going between the space. Steal, space, steal, space, steal, space, steal, space. It's a pattern. It's another A-B pattern. Wow, we found two right away. Finding patterns is pretty easy. I barely even went a couple feet farther and I saw this pattern. This is an AABB pattern, boys and girls. Door, door, window, window. Door, door, window, window. Door, door. AABB. It's a door, door, window, window pattern. Boys and girls, I'm still walking. This time I'm under a bridge. It might be a little noisy. Do you hear the cars that are going over my head? But I found another pattern. This concrete wall is cut in half. But this one is one whole piece. Here we go again. This one is a half. And this one is a whole piece. This one is cut in half. But this one is whole. Half, whole. Half, whole. And half. It's another pattern, boys and girls. Boys and girls, I'm under another bridge right now. And I found something so cool that I never noticed before. It's called a mural, and a mural is like art that is on the wall or on a bridge that people made so that things can look pretty. And this one has lots of circles, then it has a picture of bricks, then it has more circles, then it has a picture, then it has circles, then it has a picture, circles, picture, circles, picture, circles, picture, circles, picture. Isn't it beautiful, boys and girls? We're finding the most amazing pattern. I noticed something on the mural, boys and girls. The artist was making a pattern. Maybe they want us to finish it. This is a tricky one. It's green, blue, pink, white, blue. And then they say, what comes next? Question mark. So this is an A, B, C, D, B pattern because blue repeats itself. So I think what would come next would be green, blue, pink, white, blue. Green, blue, pink, white, blue. Isn't that cool? Someone made a pattern for us. They didn't even know we were coming, and here it is. Okay, boys and girls and grown-ups, we had a chance to find patterns. We found some really good ones. And there's even more that we can spy. See if you can see them as I'm walking. Another thing I want to talk about that's really important. Everywhere you go, when you take a walk, when you're at home, when you're at the store, when you're driving in the car, is to use and learn a lot of million-dollar words. Boys and girls, million-dollar words are big words, and they can make your brain smart. Grown-ups, one of the very best things, the best things you can do for your child is to talk out loud and to give them lots of different words and vocabulary for things. Children who do well in reading later on hear more words when they are young, and that is because they can understand what they're reading. You learn to read from about kindergarten to third grade, and then you start reading to learn. Uh-oh, I see it says 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I made it safely across the crosswalk. So let's see if we can find million-dollar words, which are going to help us be smart, and which are going to, by the way, grown-ups, impress kindergarten teachers. And when kindergarten teachers hear your children using large words, of course they're going to think they're smart. And when they think they're smart, then your children are going to have an advantage, because there's something called a halo effect. And that means if someone thinks you're smart, they're going to start looking for you being smart, and they're going to treat you like smart. And then guess what? That makes you smarter. Okay, let's find some million-dollar words. This should not be too tricky. I see a beautiful spring tree because it's the season of spring, and it has white, tiny little flowers. And those tiny little flowers are called blossoms. So in the spring, the little flowers that come before it's just all leaves are called blossoms. Blossoms is our first million-dollar word. All right, what else are we going to find? Oh my goodness, this was not too tricky. I see another flower. This is, see there's yellow ones that are sticking up high. Sometimes you'll see these in your lawn. They're a weed, and a weed is just a plant that someone really doesn't want there, but it's beautiful, I think. The yellow plants that are here, the weeds, are called dandelions. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 dandelions. Right now they're yellow. After a while, they're going to get fuzzy and white, and they're perfect for blowing and making wishes. So those are dandelions. We have dandelions, we have blossoms. Let's look for more million-dollar words. So I happened to be walking past a church, and I noticed that this church on the top has some domes or some like circle special sculptures on the roof. And those are called cupolas. This is a Greek church, and those are cupolas on the church. Another million-dollar word. Boys and girls, for this one, you're going to have to use your looking eyes, because what I see is far away, but they are also very tall. See the tall buildings behind the bridge? Those tall buildings, I see cars going in front of them. Those tall buildings are called skyscrapers. Skyscrapers are tall buildings that are so tall they scrape the sky with their pointy tops. Skyscrapers, another million-dollar word. Boys and girls, another million-dollar word. This part of the tree that holds the tree up, that is strong and kind of scratchy, this is the tree trunk. And on the outside of the tree, this scratchy wood is called tree bark. So it is a trunk of a tree, and this is called tree bark. So there's some words can mean more than one thing. So like a trunk, it could be a place where you put special things, or pirates put their treasure. It could be the nose of an elephant, or it could be this part of the tree. Also, bark could mean more than one thing, right? Bark could be this scratchy stuff on the tree, or bark could be something a dog does. Ruff, ruff.